Hello everybody, and welcome to Red 2 Chatter, the show about everything Star Wars. As you can see, it's just me, just good old Dal in here. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a unique episode where it's just, gonna be my thoughts, about, things that are happening in the Star Wars universe. Ryan and Jay aren't here. They're all on vacation, so they've left me to hold down the fort till they arrive. Probably a good thing, because I'm the only one who knows how to work the laptop, so, I'm the only one who can, who knows how to work Audacity and all that, and can edit and stuff. So, probably a good thing that it was just me. Else I would have to teach them all about this kind of stuff and how it works. But how are you guys doing today? I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, and without further ado, let's just get into the news, because we actually have quite a bit today, and yeah, I figured there was going to be a freaking trailer. I knew it. I knew it. Like, why are you even showing Last Jedi trailers still? Just go see it, the movie. Just go see it. So, we got, here's why the Solo, a Star Wars story trailer has been delayed. So this is the reason why. I don't know if it's a quote. Yeah, here it goes. Here we go. So this is a quote from Mike Zero. So let's see here. It says, the trailer is supposed to come out on a date which was delayed due to pickup shots. These will involve two characters, Han Solo and Lando Calrissian, portrayed by Donald Glover. I don't know why he had to say that, but whatever. We all know who Lando is played by. These will be done on a studio and not on location. This is the main reason why this trailer is delayed. Again, reshoots, they're not that bad. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Just, due to pickup shots. What exactly are pickup shots? I'm not sure. I forget what those are. I know I've been taught them some point in my, filming stuff and in my filming classes and stuff, but I don't remember what that means. So who knows? But I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's just like a couple, maybe maybe they won't even make it in. Like, it's so hard to tell when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, I'm not worried. I'm fine with it being delayed. I don't care. I don't care. It's whatever. If it's delayed, it's delayed. Like, who cares? As long as the movie's still coming out, I don't really have that much of a problem with it. So, yeah, then there's gonna be another trailer that I'm gonna have to freaking mute. Stop it. So we got the Rian Johnson teases his plans for the new Star Wars trilogy. I'm kind of excited to read this. So here's his comments. To reiterate the excitement at exploring previously uncharted regions of the Star Wars universe. Now, does that mean that he's not going to go into the Old Republic era? Or does that mean he's even going further back, before the Old Republic? Like, I'm talking, like, before the Republic was even a thing. I'm talking pure Jedi, Ashland Bogan type of stuff. Especially with how he delved into it in The Last Jedi, I could definitely see him going that route, with the more mythical side of the Star Wars universe, kind of giving us a pure science fantasy type of story. Actually, almost pure fantasy, just with space attached to it. Which I would love to see. I would love to see, some Game of Thrones crap go down, where there's, betrayal, money, like power, all those sorts of stuff. I would love to see. So, hey, if you want to do it, go ahead. So we got his quotes here, as it says, as we got to the end of episode 8, We had a great time working with Kathy, it's Kathleen Kennedy, and with Disney, and we kind of said, how can we keep this party going, and how can we keep working together? And I kind of threw out there, like, the most interesting thing to me would be tell a new story told over 3 movies where we could go someplace else. And we go, kind of the potential of, like, a wide open blue sky of, let's go to a different part of the galaxy. Maybe a different time, I don't know. Let's meet some new characters and figure out what the Star Wars means separated from some of the iconography. That's a $1 million word right there that we've associated it with. Let's take it someplace else and see what that would be like. It just seemed like a really interesting question to ask. Personally, I would love to see this go way back in the past. I would love to see this go back, maybe even before the Old Republic, because, yes, though Knights of the Republic is not canon, the Old Republic, the idea of the Old Republic, is still canon, because they mention it in Clone Wars, and then the Mandalorian Wars are still canon. They are still canon. They are still in the canon because they mention it in Clone Wars, so just saying, if you want to go with that route, that'd be cool. That'd be freaking awesome. Gosh dang it, is everything running now? Like, this has gotten really loud all of a sudden. the laundry room right there, so, yeah, it gets a little bit loud here in the studio. So, yeah, I'm excited to see, though, what he comes up with. Last Jedi was not my favorite Star Wars movie, but maybe Rian Johnson, out of the realm of the main saga, maybe he can bring some more. Maybe he can let his creative juices flow a bit more than they could in Last Jedi. Yeah, I mean, hey, hopefully, let's see. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, next topic is more Star Wars Rebels episode titles and descriptions revealed. Later on, we'll be talking about the Star Wars Rebels season finale trailer that got released. But we'll talk about that later. So we have some more Star Wars Rebel episode titles, which is Wolves at the Door. It airs on March 10th, 2017. It says, Ezra and the Ghost crew learn the Empire has plans for the Jedi Temple on Lothal. My guess as to what they want from the Jedi Temple, I mean, they could be looking for a hologram, or not. What are those called? What are those things called? Any other day I would remember what those things are called, but the things that hold Jedi and Sith knowledge. What are those called? Okay. I don't know. I forget. I forget what those are called. Hollow somethings. I know that. But you know, I'm sure they're probably looking for that. Probably looking, I don't know, maybe for a relic. That's my guesses as to what that is. And then, I love the episode title of that, Wolves and a Door. I'm guessing that the Lothal Wolves are going to come back. Full force. And then we have The World Between Worlds. Airs March 17th, 2017. Wait, what? I just realized something about this article. They say 2017. It ain't 2017 anymore. It's 2018. And they that's a typo. The funny thing is that they did it twice. It's on both of the air dates, and they got it completely wrong. So I'm guessing it's still coming out on March 17th. Let's hope. But while the other rebels engage the Imperial forces outside the Jedi Temple, Ezra gains access inside and experiences a revelation. So this is gonna be kind of like a two-parter, I guess. I'm excited. I'm more excited. I mean, Rebels was never my favorite show. It was kind of a thing. Sorry. I'm looking at the screen right now, and it looks a bit crooked. So, sorry if it is. But, you know, like, Rebels was never my favorite. I don't think it could even compare to Clone Wars in my mind. So, you know, I'm not getting as hyped as I would for, like, say, Clone Wars. Like, if this was Clone Wars, dude, I'd be like, whoa! I'd be ready, okay? But, like, the problem is that this is Rebels. And I'm not the biggest fan of Rebels. I love Rebels, but I'm not like, oh my god, give me Rebels right now. Like, I'm not like that. So, you know, these are kind of like, I'm excited, but, like, you know, not as excited as I would be if it was just Clone Wars again. Because I love me some Clone Wars. Clone Wars is my favorite, man. Clone Wars was my favorite. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah, that's about it for that topic. Next, we have the cool fan poster of Star Wars Episode 9. Star Wars Episode 9. Assembles the Knights of Ren in Vader's castle. I'll put it up probably like right over here. I really like this poster, and I really hope that the Knights of Ren come back in Episode 9. I mean, they were J.J. Abrams' idea. They were completely his baby, okay? They were completely his baby. So, I would love to see more of this. This is all messed up over here. I would love to see some more Knights of Ren, because they are so cool, and like, dude, they are so cool, like, that I would actually love to have a solo movie just with them, like, just with Kylo, like, with Adam Driver. Adam Driver's still young, you could still do it, and whoever plays all the Knights of Ren, just do it. Like, that would be freaking cool. I really like the title, though, that they have for this this fan poster, which is A New Order, Star Wars A New Order. I actually really, really like that, because it's like poetry. It rhymes. The beginning and end rhyme. A New Hope, A New Order. I really, really like that idea for a title. So, Lucasfilm, if you know, J.J. Abrams, if you're looking, you know, if you see this poster, definitely put it into consideration. I would definitely do it. I definitely, you know, give full credit to this guy who made this poster, Troy David Designs. I would so use that. I would so call it the New Order. I really like that idea for a title for Episode 9, which is going to be the finale of everything, you know? So, you know, I'm excited to see where the Episode 9 goes. Again, hopefully they bring it to Mustafar. I would love to see Mustafar again, and, you know, his and Vader's castle again, and all the Knights of Ren there. What they could be there, I don't know. You know, but it's a very interesting idea that I really hope that they actually do. Sometimes the fans, I find, have better ideas than the people who are actually behind the workings. So, I won't say any more about that, though. I won't say any more about that. Okay, so we got kind of a first reaction to a behind closed doors screening of Han Solo, or movie footage. And apparently some reporter said that it has an old Star Wars feel to it. So, does that mean we'll be seeing some of the old alien races come back? I hope so. He's kind of in the way, ain't he? I hope so. Let's put him over here. I really hope that the that the new Solo movie will have the older races in it. Because it makes it feel like the same universe. That was, again, if you've watched the other episodes of this show, you guys know that that is Ryan, Jay, and I's worst problem with Force Awakens, with the new trilogy right now, is that they are not bringing in the older races, like the Ithorians, the Twi'leks, the freaking whatever the heck Kit Fisto is, they haven't been putting the Chadra fans, which are one of my personal favorites. They just haven't been putting them in, and I know that they're trying to expand out and they're trying to make the universe seem bigger than it actually, bigger. But the problem with that is that, even if you make it bigger, you're bound to see, especially in huge popular areas like Canto Bight, you're bound to see at least an Ithorian walking around or something. You're telling me that there's no upper class Ithorians? Well, that's bullcrap, because in Clone Wars we see upper class Ithorians. So it's just one of those things that they need to do more of, and I'm glad that they are going to. I mean, I hope that they're going to have the older races in Solo, a Star Wars story. Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, the new alien. I mean, but the thing is that the problem that I have with the new alien races is that some of them just don't seem that cool. They kind of seem lame a little bit, the dude in Canto Bight in Last Jedi who is stuffing coins into BB-8. He doesn't have a very creative design, honestly. He looks pretty lame, at least in my opinion. He looks, compared to all the rest, the other races of the Star Wars universe, he just doesn't look that great, compared to the rest of them. Because the rest of them have such unique, different designs, and when you look at those designs, you go, that is Star Wars. Hell, even when they did the Pantorans in, the prequels, you could still look at them and say, that is Star Wars. When I look at the new races, I'm like, dude, that could be Star Trek for all I know. That's my biggest problem with it, is just, they don't feel like Star Wars. They don't get me like Star Wars, that way. And I mean, at least Rebels, brings in the older races. They bring in Ithorians and the Rhodians and stuff like that. So I mean, at least Rebels is doing that well. But I'm excited to see how this goes. The funny thing is that he puts a moviegoer put on Facebook, apparently a post, but the post is no longer available. So obviously, they're trying to keep this under lock and key, which completely understand. But yeah, I'm excited for Solo. I'm actually all for this movie right now. I'm actually I'm all for this movie right now, dude. Legit. I'm ready. I'm ready for this movie to come out. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And then next topic we have a Star Wars Rebels mid-season 4 trailer. This trailer has quite a bit in it, so let me just, go through it a little bit. It has quite a bit going on in it. And the first half of the trailer is just footage that we've already seen. And voices that we've already seen. So it's kind of recounting Ezra's growth in the Phantom Squad, or Ghost Squad, I should say. And, him kind of getting more along with everyone and stuff. And then as it goes on, we actually get to see some new stuff, which is they're going to go save Hera, and Kanan, I don't know why he does this. It might be, I'm not sure, other than, hey, we can sell more toys, but like, with this new design. But, he cuts his hair, and he kind of has this punk mohawk going on. Not really like mohawk, but like, what is that called? I don't really remember the term for that type of haircut. But it's like, right, the sides are all shaved off, and it's like only like a pure, like, kind of like messy, stripe down the middle, if that makes sense. If you guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys ever seen freaking, the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Johnny Depp's haircut, it's kind of like that. In that movie, it's kind of like that. So, like, seriously, why do you have to be, like, running right now? But yeah, he cuts off his hair. It looks like they're getting, like, a big squad to come save, Hera. Hera's in her little prison outfit. Looking adorable. And then Kanan comes, he's like slices up the bottom of the bottom of the floor and drops like a couple, it looks like it drops a couple of I cannot talk today. Drops a couple of stormtroopers out the hole at the bottom, and looking at the landscape behind him, it kind of looks like, I mean, and this might be my, me getting my hopes up, but it kind of looks like either it could be the Empire main home planet, which would be cool, and it would actually make sense if they put them on that. I forget exactly what the name of it is. It was in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but it was like, it's basically like the Dark Coruscant. It's the Empire's main home world. It's like their capital, that they use, and basically, it looks like that, and I hope that that's where they are, personally. I hope that they just aren't, like, stuck on Lothal. Like, I kind of do hope that, that they go somewhere else. So, yeah, we see him kind of saving Hera here. And then we see this weird kind of environment with, like, these pathways, and there's an owl in it. There's a Lothal, and it's Ezra, and he's walking around, and of course disguised as a freaking stormtrooper. I don't, like, they have used that so many times that it's gotten, like, a little bit boring at this point of how many times they've used that freaking same trope of disguising themselves. Like, really? I know it's like the kind of Star Wars meme to make stormtroopers stupid, but really, every single time they get knocked out and get their costumes stolen, really? That is honestly what you're telling me right now, but whatever, that's a rant for a different day. It's just it's my biggest pet peeve with Rebels, if you guys don't know. So, he's like walking around in this kind of like weird, I'm sure this is probably going to be like the temple, maybe a Force vision, but he's walking around in this weird like space that has all these pathways going like each and every way, and he sees a Loth owl kind of hooting at him, hollering. Let me holler at you. And then we have another kind of cute romantic scene with Hera and Kanan, where she says, "I hate your haircut." So that's that's kind of a cool thing. And it looks like he's done wearing the mask. He's done hiding his face, which I really like. And we get kind of, we get kind of something interesting. They have Price in custody in this one scene. They also have Hondo, Hondo's there, Callus is there, Rex is there, Hera's there, Sabine's there, Hondo's there, Rex... Wait. Oh, sorry, another clone is there. So they must go back and get the clone. And then, I forget what her name is every time, but it's the Mandalorian girl that Sabine's friends with. And then they have, Ryder, and right in front of him is Price, and she's in cuffs. So they've captured Price. There you go. I may have just spoiled it. But they do capture Price sometime in this season. Don't know if that's giving too much away or not, but, you know, whatever. Looks like they're down in some caves right here. Not sure where they are exactly going. Some more fights. We get some Thrawn basically telling them to level the Lothal to the ground. So we'll see how that goes. And it looks like they are doing it. They're freaking just destroying Lothal. Looks like there's a big fight on an Empire bridge that happens with a lot of different people, because we see Callus shooting a dude. And then we have Ezra using the Force. We actually get some Emperor in this trailer as well. And he says, "Ezra Bridger, finally mine." I don't know how that's gonna work out, but he's got like some blue flames around him, which look really cool. Again, I've never been a fan of the Rebels art style, so Emperor Palpatine here kind of looks a little uncanny valley, a little bit. But you know, that's just the art style, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. We get this freaking huge Lothwolf that's bigger than all the rest, and he's kind of looking down at Ezra, and I think he must be a Force beast. He has to be. So that's my guess. We get someone fighting. We get Kanan fighting someone with. Oh no, he's fighting Rook with. He looks like he's defending Hera. And Rook has the, what are those guys called? The Magnum Guards. The Magnum Guard, stabs, that, you know, Magnum Guards were the guards of General Grievous, if you guys didn't know. He has one of those, and, I think another part in this trailer, we get to see, Sabine somehow in the possession of Ezra's lightsaber again. I don't know how that worked. Where's her black one? But, you know, whatever. And another part of this, we see kind of a fight scene. Well, we see a Force Ghost appear to Ezra. I'm not sure who, though. It could be Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know why, though, he would be Force Ghosting at him. I'm not sure. But we do see him talking. Oh no, it's not a Force Ghost. It's a hologram. I'm guessing that's a hologram. Must be of Emperor Palpatine. But there's another part in this scene. I don't know if I can find it or not. But oh yeah, and of course we get the iconic scene of him lighting up his lightsaber with three Lothwolves. Ezra lighting up his lightsaber with three Lothwolves behind him. But there was another scene. It looks like that Zeb and Rook will be duking it out at some point. So yeah, that's cool. I kind of hope that they don't kill off Rook. He's one of my favorite characters, and just to introduce him so late into the game, just to kill him off, is kind of stupid in my opinion, because he's such a cool character that, like, oh yeah, let me just introduce him, you know, part way into the season, and then let's just kill him off. You know, like, I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think Thrawn's gonna die either. I think both of them are gonna kind of escape, and like my sister wants to see happen, kind of, turn against the Empire, or not really 100% turn against it, but just run away from it, escape, and go and do their own thing. So yeah, very interesting trailer. I like it. Again, as I've said before, not the biggest fan of Rebels, so, that's just me, though. Yeah, the top comment on this is just Sheev. I like that. Sheev. It's just Sheev. That's it. Like, that's all he said, and he got, like, top comment, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm excited. Next topic. We got Solo, a Star Wars story trailer rumored to finally be released this week. Listen. There's been rumors every single freaking week. I just knocked something over. There's been rumors every single freaking week about this. Like, just wait for it to come out and stop, like, freaking spreading rumors about it. What did I knock over? Must have knocked over that. But yeah, there's been rumors every single freaking week about this. And it's just, like, stop. Just stop. Well, it says Star Wars Junk. It says Solo's trailer this week, most likely Wednesday, so tomorrow, as of recording this. So we won't be able to freaking react to it until tomorrow. I should have waited. I should have waited a day before recording this, but whatever. Too late now. But if it is coming out if it is coming out on Wednesday, tomorrow, cool. If it isn't, then whatever, like, whatever. Alright, so, next topic. We have, at least these articles, though, they mute their freaking trailers before they try to shove them in my face. Disney announces a surprising release date for Star Wars Episode 9, and it pushes back Indiana Jones 5. Interesting. I don't know what it is, but let's see. I guess we'll just read it all, because they're not giving me much of a choice. Okay, here we go. Episode 9 is scheduled for May 24th, 2019. What's so surprising about that? I thought we already knew this. I thought we already knew that it was going to come out a little bit earlier than the rest of them. I don't know why this is such a big surprise. Like, it did this... I kind of figured this is how it was going to go down. I mean, but then again, it's, like, so long way off that, like, they could change their mind at any minute and just say, oh, yeah, no, we're going to do it, like, in December, like we've been doing. Like, so, like, again, don't put too much water in these, I don't put too much water in these articles, especially with, articles from websites that I've never even heard of. So, I don't put too much water in them. So, like, I mean, yeah, Disney announces it, but, like, what's stopping them from just going, oh, never mind, guys, we're gonna, push it back like they've done before, So, don't think that this release date is solid, because most likely it isn't. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that one. And then here's the runtime for Solo, a Star Wars story. It is 3 hours long. No, I'm just kidding. But it is pretty long. It's going to be 2 hours and 23 minutes long. Pretty lengthy. But I'm okay with that. It's pretty good. I see that this article has stolen our idea. We did this first, of putting X's over Lord and Miller's faces. They stole our idea. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they took that from us. If they freaking completely photoshopped and cropped that from our video and put it on theirs. I would not be surprised. But I'm fine with this. That would be cool. There's also, hey, 2 hours and 23 minutes of Star Wars? Cool. I like that. That's perfectly fine with me. I forget how long. Yeah, like Last Jedi was nearly like 2 hours. It was almost 3 hours. That movie was pretty lengthy. Not as long though as. Wait, no, it was the longest because Attack of the Clones was just slightly shorter. Mercifully. it was slightly shorter. So, yeah, I mean, whatever, dude. Like, these things just kind of, it's like, oh, cool. Not much else to say. I'm sure if Ryan and Jay were here, they'd have probably a little bit more to say than I do about that. But to me, it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, that's about it. I guess we should wrap it up. I mean, this was, 36 minutes. Not bad when it comes to, real quick, I just want to talk about, the state of, I mean, this is probably something that, well, you know what? I'll do it because I think that this is something that needs to be addressed, and it's something that needs to be helped. Which is, there's a petition on change.org, and I know petitions don't really hold a lot of weight, but if I sign them in causes that I think that I want to see, especially when it comes to video gaming and stuff like that. But there is a petition that you can go sign right now on change.org that basically is demanding that either Disney should branch out away from EA in making their video games, or they should completely drop EA. If like this Battlefront 3, because I guarantee you there's going to be a Battlefront freaking 3. If this Battlefront 3 flops as bad as Battlefront 2 did, at least when it comes to the controversy, if EA continues down this path, if Electronic Arts continues down this path of being completely money hungry, and I know what you're saying right now behind your keyboards, okay? I get it. Companies make money. Completely understand, okay? I get it. But there are more honest ways to make money off of your games than by microtransactions and loot boxes. There are so many other ways. There's DLCs. DLCs are fine as long as they aren't day one DLCs. If the day one DLCs were completely fine, whatever. I'm not a big freaking deal with DLCs. As long as they don't change anything in the main game, then whatever. If they are just like an extra little map pack, or like an extra mission that you can do, or a few extra missions that you can do, whatever. Don't care, okay? But it's when you decide, oh, no. You want to get good at the game, huh? You want to get all the heroes? Well, give us all your money, and then we can make that a reality. That's my problem with the microtransactions and the loot boxes. That is my problem with it, is that it doesn't take any skill anymore. That's just not how it is. And let's not even get started on my huge rant I could go on for hours about the Visceral Gaming AAA thing that they did, where they were like, oh, we can't have, linear games are dead now. No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Have you seen Doom? Have you? And they're like, oh, but it's all. And then they try to scapegoat it because they're like, oh no, it's it's the YouTubers' faults for playing games, and it's because people won't buy our games anymore because they're just watching it online. No, they aren't. Okay, let me just say this right now. People buy games. I don't know where you got this statistic from that people just watch games online now instead of buying them, because that's kind of a crappy thing to do, because that means that those people who do make a living off of playing their games, and usually the people who watch those playthroughs are the less fortunate people who cannot afford a gaming system, or who cannot afford the $60 games. They can't put in their money to afford those kinds of things. Those are usually the people who watch those, or they watch them for the people. They don't watch them for the game. For example, I watch some of the playthroughs for the personalities of the gameplay, of the Let's Player. I don't watch them for the games. Maybe sometimes I watch them for the games instead of the Let's Player, but for the most part, I watch them because, hey, this guy that I really like watching has put out a new episode of blah 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 game. Cool, I'll go watch it for him. I'll go play the game on my own right. And just to sit here and say that linear games are dead when that is so clearly not the case, with Uncharted and Last of Us coming out soon, and all those games that are just coming out and going to be huge successes. I'm telling you right now, Last of Us 2 is going to be a linear game, but at the same time, it's going to be a massive success because people love Last of Us. So I'm just saying right now that the reason why Visceral Games, the reason why that spokesperson or the leader of that thing, I'm pretty sure that's, I mean, this might be a bit a conspiracy theory type of deal going on here, but I think that that's what EA told her to say. Because to be honest, with the shady practices that EA has made in the past, it would not surprise me. And Bethesda's making plenty of linear games that that are doing great. Like Dishonored is a pretty linear game. Yes, it has a big open world hub, but you have to do this certain thing to progress the game. So all I'm saying is that reasoning is completely false, and that EA has to try harder than that to make excuses. to really, they need to try harder than that. So yeah, it was just a big mess. And when I first heard about that, my mind wasn't all there. When I first heard about it, the last episode, when I was talking to Jay about it, so I wasn't able to get my thoughts out very clearly, but that's basically what I think about that, is that reasoning is completely false, because people will still buy the games, and you'll still make a really good profit out of it. And I think, honestly, they shouldn't blame it on the gamers playing it on YouTube. They should not blame it on the Let's Players and the people who watch the Let's Players, because that's honestly what they did. They used them as a complete scapegoat, instead of just saying, what we were trying to do was way too ambitious. That's what they should have said, because when you really look into the articles, and when you really look into what they were trying to make with this game, it was way too ambitious for today's technology to handle. And the costs were too much, and that's why I think that games should kind of, put themselves on more of a budget, like movies do, and that will help them out a lot more in the long run. But that's my thoughts on that whole deal. I just wanted to put that out there before we wrap up today's show. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I think this is 39th? Hold on. Let me see. Let me check. 39th episode, maybe? Hold on. No. It's the 40th episode. 40th. No, it's the 39th. Never mind. I'm dumb. It is the 39th episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed this 39th episode. We are, I think, 11 episodes away from our 50th episode. I don't know if we're going to do something special, because it is kind of a milestone, to finally get to 50th status. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed. You can follow Jay on, I think, Jay Wilson by Design. I think that's what his Instagram is, and I don't really remember what his Twitter is, so I don't know about that one. But please, I had another stroke there. Please go check out our Facebook page where Jay posts all of the articles that you can see that we talk about on the show, so you can follow along with us if you want. Wonderful page. Please comment down below if you guys have something to say. If I messed up on something, if you want to start the debate about visceral games and what I think about them, please do that, because I run the YouTube channel. I upload, I make the titles, I do the descriptions, I do the tags, I do everything, I do the thumbnails, I do everything like that on YouTube, and I also look at the comments when there are comments on the video. So please comment if you guys want to, talk to me about that kind of stuff, because I'm always down for a good discussion about visceral games. You can call me whatever you want. Call me an idiot. Whatever. Call me a moron. This is completely fine. I won't snap at you. So, and then you can follow me down. You can follow me. This is toward. I'm recording this early, okay? It's like 10:01 a.m., okay, on a freaking Tuesday. I got up early to do this, and it's messing with my head, okay? Please go check out my Let's Play channel, Major Glitterix, link down in the description below. I'm going to start learning how to stream here pretty soon, and I'm excited for that. So please come check it out. And also I have a Facebook page also linked to that thing, to that channel. I also have a Facebook page linked to that. You can just go onto my channel and you'll find my Facebook page there. So without further ado, that'll wrap it up. So we'll see you all next time, or we'll see you, because these two will be back next time. So bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.